So, Brandon, would you like to tell us about our Dungeon Master tip today?
Holy shit, every DM sucks. What the fuck? Who sent this in? From @SnickelSocks on Twitter.
Best name ever.
Every single DM sucked to begin with. Don't judge yourself against the legends in our games. Take your time, research the best you can, and have a good time. Like every other skill, it takes time and mistakes to become awesome at it. Don't give up. You can do it. The Matt Mercer effect is a great example.
Yep.
And
Don't give up. You can do it. You could not have
everyone-
said that any more dully.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Not everyone can be a Matt Mercer. You got to
But
be
you
your
don't have to
own.
be. Yeah. And that's why I like this DM tip, because everyone sees all these other podcasters and show people and forget that every table is different.
That's not what Matt Mercer does. I'm not Matt Mercer.
You know, and
Motherfucker.
now, and Matt has said this himself.
Uh-huh.
Don't do what I do. Do what's good for you and your team and your table. And we say that a lot, because I still am. Ever since I was a young DM in my younger years, I always would worry and stress about whether I did a good job. And I still do that. And I know I'm much better than I was then, but I still have those same feelings because I always know that there's room for improvement. But that is more, I think, of an insecurity than anything else. And I feel like if you don't have that insecurity, you won't improve. If you don't worry about whether you made a mistake or something like that, that's saying, oh, there's opportunity for me to improve, and you'll continue to drive it. Yeah. I've seen the DM that says, I'm the best. No, you suck. You just think you're good.
I just saw a great example of this actually today, because I joined another D&D group on Facebook, and someone had said, hey, this happened in my game today, and I feel bad about it, and I don't know what I could have done to make it better. An assassin was trying to take out this king, right? And this honorable knight, one of the players decided to say, I'm going to stay behind and protect the king. The rest of the party chased after the assassin. And the game was like 5 hours long, and he just stood there the whole time, and he wasn't involved in any way. It's like, I don't know what I could have done. Does anyone have any tips or anything? And I said, don't beat yourself up over it. It happens. I was in a situation like this once. If you see something like this again, throw some other assassins to take out the king to keep that specific player busy and just keep him in the initiative.
And sometimes too, let's face it, players make decisions, and sometimes that's the consequences of their actions.
Sometimes it's death.
and that's something that people forget. Like, just because you don't think there's nothing for that person to do, try to think outside the box to include them in some way. That's why I like levers and switches and traps and all these things that could, extra waves of enemy. Maybe you can hear, enemies coming down the corridor, quick, barred up, too many for them to battle. Find them something to do, because otherwise it's bored. Or just give them control of monsters. If you're not going to let the character do something, say, here's the stat blocks, run them, try to kill everybody. I guarantee you somebody will really enjoy that. Look at the grin on his face. He's like, oh, yes. You gave me 5 of these, I'm going to destroy you. And honestly, I find that players controlling monsters are far more aggressive with them than I am.
Yep.
So like every wrongdoing that character has suffered is now coming through, channeled to the players and the enemy's monsters.
This is protecting my coin first. Fuck you.
Remember that potion you took from me?
Yep.
I'm not going to throw down a rope to pull you up. All right, that'll do it for our DM tip. Every DM sucks, and that is true. No matter how great you are, you can always get better.